like, ooh, that's a whole nother check.
That's a whole nother one.
That's a whole nother check.
That's a whole nother one.
Then I realized it
Listen.
didn't work like that, so never mind. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't that.
yeah.
Man, much love to Shar. Y'all, we gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. Man, Gatita, you in the building? All right, y'all. We gonna get this thing popping. Here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
can I? I'm gonna go ask my question then while we wait for Gatita. I'm gonna go and jump right in. There was a couple versions of the Mo to the E to the. As somebody who was dedicated to that show, I need to know which version was your favorite.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so hard. But probably the last version.
Okay, okay.
I think the last version was my favorite because it just seemed like it got sexier as we got older.
That's the multi.
And the last one
The
was
slower one, right? It was a slower. Yep. See, I
yes,
knew it was that
yes,
one. Okay, now I'm
yes.
good. I could just help my childhood out because you know they've been robbing me of my childhood to just push me forward. I appreciate that.
Those bastards.
Hello, because I was like, listen, this is things I have to know.
But what? Wait, what was your favorite version?
You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. It was lounging around. I'm gonna have to go with my first one. That's just the first one. That's the start where, it all began. But then, when she started writing her diary at the end,
Mm-hmm.
that's what really got me in life. And I feel like now every time I sit and contemplate, I hear that song.
Yes, good, good. I think Moesha, she should have had her own like line of journals. I mean, it would have made a lot of money. It would have made sense. We didn't market like that back then, though. We
Okay.
didn't think like
No, but see, but what if you do that now? Like you come in with your thing, but you got a lot going for yourself now. So it's kind of like you could do a line of things. Like what line of things are you doing right now, though?
I'm actually about to do a bunch of stuff, man. Like I took a little break just to kind of take care of home and everything. I'm a big home body and a huge family person, so when my family needs me, I step away from everything else and make sure that they're good. So in that downtime, um, I came up with a lot of things that I realized a lot of things that I love to do, and I started a bunch of different companies, um, which was really cool. So all of that stuff is about to like really start. I'm gonna start like actually making that stuff public and promoting it and not just letting it do what it does on its own. But I have like a whole line of cookware and kitchenware and then there's a whole line of products for your home, and I also own a soap, like soap bath and body kind of product line called Charmonious, which is some of the sexiest, most beautiful soaps and bath bombs and things of that nature you will ever see. um and we're opening a spa this year, so like it's a lot of sexy things happening.
Yes. Okay, so what about those bath bombs and those soaps and this spa?
Yeah, so when you get a moment, go to I'll give you the Instagram right now. You can check out the website later, but the Instagram for that is Charmonious Lux. And just look at some of that stuff. I mean, it's delectable. The storefronts that we're going to open are going to look like bakeries because all of the stuff looks so edible.
Yes.
I love the name Charmonious Lux. I love that.
Yeah, Charmonious, cuz I think some of the stuff that's most important in our lives is some harmony and being harmonious. But you take it up a level when you're Charmonious.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. So, are these bath bombs and these soaps gonna take you there? Like, does it?
Oh yes. Oh yes. From the first moment you smell them, before you even put water on them and any of that, honey, it just takes you to a whole nother place.
Which one
And
is
they're
your
all
favorite?
literally handmade by me and my family.
Oh, are they all natural?
Yes. My daughter is a vegan for 10 years, honey. Trust me, I can't do anything other than.
So my question is, okay, black doesn't crack, and you look
Mhm.
amazing. Heard you.
Hey, my name Rosetta. I wanted to ask, how did you get the role at Moesha?
Um, I mean, I guess so. Okay, Moesha was the one job that I did not have to audition for. And it was really crazy because I had worked with the producers of that show, Ralph Farquhar, and a couple of the other guys that were there. I worked with Stan Lathan, who directed Moesha in the beginning, on another project when I was younger. But I worked with Ralph a few times on different projects in the past, like Rock and bunch of other shows that he produced. And so already filming the pilot of Moesha, I was working. Ralph literally called me at the last minute and was like, Shar, are you available to come shoot this pilot tomorrow? And I had just wrapped. That was my last day on my so-called life. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm available. So literally from a phone call, I went to work the next day and worked the next 7 years on that project.
Oh, that's awesome. So, how many shows did you have before you got the role?
Um, I mean, as far as a series regular, none, but I guest starred on like every show that was ever made in my lifetime.
So you always wanted to act? Is that
Oh, I've been doing it since I was 3 years old.
oh, okay?
So, how did it feel being one of the pioneers, of young black women being on TV? And it wasn't a lot of us back then. So, how did that feel at that moment?
There was not a lot of us, and it wasn't. And the few that were there, we were all fighting for the same roles, which is crazy. Um, but looking back at it now, because I now I realize how impactful it was. I just think it's awesome, man. Like we knew we were doing important work, but we didn't know that it was gonna be what it became. If that makes sense.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, so I'm super 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 proud of it.
So when you landed Moesha, did you think that it would last as long? Did you think that it would take you to other places? And how many Nieces did you play in other series or movies?
um, so I mean that's a good question. So when like I said, when I first got there to do the pilot, my character's name wasn't even Nisi, it was Gail, and she was just supposed to be in the pilot. So I didn't think much of it. I just, hey, I'm coming in, filling in really quick, knocking this out, and I wish you guys the best type thing. Um, Luckily, when the show got picked up, they literally just start calling me back. I think the first season we did 15 total, and I was in 13 of those 15 as a guest star, um, which is bonkers and totally unexpected. Um, and then the second season, I became a series regular, which was the most amazing moment in my acting career at that moment for me. And then as far as me playing Nisi, my character is like one of the only characters in television history that has played the same character across 5 different shows. Um, and I think that's kind of cool. That's pretty badass. I said people must like
Super
Nisi. They
badass.
must like her.
No, that Niecy character was very prominent.
Nisi,
That
huh?
was my character. I'm gonna hold you. I love me some
I'm not.
Say that again, baby. It broke up.
Are you in the Matrix, Ebony?
I'm
Okay, it wasn't just
no,
us.
no,
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 yeah, yeah,
no.
Okay.
We
no,
get
no,
that
that was
sometimes. You
her.
know how the
Oh,
interwebs get at times. But my thing is, I think as Nisi, I want to say you probably was one of the most supportive friends. I'm not gonna
right.
hold you. I'm trying to hold it together because it's like you watch these people growing up, and now like I'm talking to you, so it's kind of like I have to take it back, like teenage me, like hold on, wait. But I think you was like a great friend. That was an example of what friendship should look like and how it's supportive through the ups and downs of everything.
No, Nisi was right. She was ride or die, and like she had one little moment where she messed up and hated herself for it. You know what I mean? And I think spent the rest of her time being a friend, making up for that moment. Um, but other than that, she was ride or die, man. If anybody had something to say about Mo, they had to say it to her first.
That's a fact. Now, can you remind those who may have forgotten about that moment where you messed up?
Oh man, yeah. Nisi was in her feelings. Oh God, and Hakeem was in his feelings. And then they kissed, and then they looked at each other like, "What the hell did we just do?"
I remember that girl. I was devastated. I remember where I was when that happened. I was
Yeah, that it was crazy, dude. I got at that point. I think fans asked me most about that moment, and then they asked me about who was pregnant. Outside of that, that was probably one of the biggest moments that
Absolutely, absolutely. Andrea. All right.
No, the ad been tripping.
Am I
The
still in
ad
the?
been no, you out there, man.
Okay. Do you think that there'll ever be a Moesha like reboot? I know that there's some characters that are no longer with us. Rest in peace to them. But I was just wondering, do you think that there'll ever be a reboot?
so I don't know if it'll be a reboot. We might do, you know how like how Sex in the City did a movie. Maybe we'll do something like that that kind of like closes up everything and wraps everything up. But I feel like as far as we're no longer here, we're major parts of that production and a part of our family. So to work and do that without them, to me personally, would be really weird.
Hi, Shar. This is Naughty Nerd. And speaking on reboot, I actually watched the reunion on the reel. To see you guys on the reel was amazing. So, how did it feel like seeing everybody, on the reel since the show and everything else? Do you keep in contact with everybody? Are you guys still like family or group texts and stuff like that? So, can you tell me
Dude,
more about that?
we spent a very long period of our lives together, working crazy long hours, going through some of the craziest experiences together. So we are bonded for life. We are family for life. There's no way around that. Um, and we do keep in touch. And I mean that's my family, dude. There's no way around it. I'm stuck with them. They're stuck with me.
Right, my heart's racing right now, like Dre's, because it's kind of like when you grow up on, like when you grow up knowing people. So like I just, like I met, Ray J. I met, some of the people that you were cast with. So it's kind of like I'm excited too. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Anytime, baby. Thank you for your support. I'm happy you guys loved it.
Most definitely.
Do you happen to like watch any of your work? I know most of the time actors or actresses don't. Do you watch your own
Oh
work?
my god. So I can critique and tear my shit apart. Um, but my mom, however, watches everything over and over and over and over and over again to the point where I had to call her a stalker. And she lives with me, so when she's watching it, I can hear it. So that's enough for me.
I think that's cute. Your mom's your number one supporter. Nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
she
that.
is.
Yes, yes.
She most definitely is. Andreas had a question, Miss Shar. She wanted to know what was it like working with Moesha, and did she give you any good of? I'm not Moesha, Brandy, and did she give you any good advice?
So, um, I love Bran. Uh, that's my little sister. So I don't necessarily know, and I look at her as a little sister. So I don't necessarily know if she gave me a lot of advice. I did learn a lot from her, as far as work ethic and how to manage all the craziness that I would deal with later in the industry. I watched this young girl, 15, 16, 17 years old, you know, do an album, have a hit show, tour the world, working on movies, getting Barbie dolls and all these things, and watching her just kind of manage all of that. I did learn that from her. Um, as far as advice and stuff, I think that would probably go the other way around. I'm a little older than Bran and had some different life experiences, so I think I was the one giving advice for the most part. But I definitely learned a lot from her as far as her industry work ethic and how to handle, some of the chaos that comes with Hollywood life.
Hi, Shar. This is Katita. So
Hello.
I wanted to go ahead and, I don't know if you realize, but we are on the Good Burger floor on
Right.
Clubhouse. So I wanted to delve into that a little bit. And I wanted to get it started with you already told us that you didn't have to audition for the Moesha role.
So, how did you initially get involved with the Good Burger project? What was that experience like? And then, what were your initial expectations for that project?
So with Good Burger, I definitely did audition. My agent called me, sent me over the breakdown. And when I initially read it, for some reason, I don't know why I thought it was for a Wayans brother movie and not like Keenan. I think because I saw Keenan and I didn't really put like Keenan and Kel together. Like I don't know, but for some reason I thought I was going in to read for like a Wayans brother movie. So I gave her a little more sass and a little bit, I didn't. Had I known, like had I gone in thinking I was auditioning for Nickelodeon, I probably would have played it completely different. But I went in thinking something else and gave her some sass, some attitude. Um, and I guess they liked it. So that was just like a normal audition that I booked and and went to work. That's how it used to be done anyway. We would audition and then get the role and or not get the role and that was that. um, but yeah, that's how that one went down. I auditioned for that bad boy thinking I was auditioning for something else, and luckily the way that I played it, they loved it.
That's amazing. That's so dope. So now
Not what
speaking
I'm.
on the sass that you kind of put into your audition, um, I want to know, could you give us some insight on what character development looked like for your character Monique? Because we know the character isn't made when the script is written. It's made when the actor or actress is casted. So what did
Right.
that process look like?
So initially, I mean, like, you only have the
You
um
out again.
but
Hold on.
In the meantime, in between time, y'all pink up and share the room. Welcome to Good Burger Ladies Takeover Tuesday, and we are doing an exclusive interview with the Miss Shar Jackson. So give it up to the Good Burger ladies, y'all. They made sure they got her in here so y'all can ask y'all questions. Make sure y'all run that chat up to your hundreds and your Good Burgers.
All right, Shar, you here? You here? You back? You back?
She might still be in that matrix.
She's still in the matrix, y'all. But y'all, yes, get your questions together, y'all. Let's go ahead and run the chat up, as Drea said. Let's do our thing. Throw some hundreds in the chat. Throw some good burgers in the chat, y'all. Here we go. We back in the building. We in Good Burger, y'all. We'll whack 100. Exclusive with Shar Jackson. Shar, you here? Damn, okay. All right, y'all, give us a minute. How y'all enjoying the interview so far?
I
Yes.
think y'all doing really great. Y'all
That's
asking some really
dope.
great questions.
Yeah, she hecka nice.
Lounging around in the morning, so it's me. Now realizing my responsibilities. So y'all just gonna act
It's
like you don't. Okay,
me.
I was just saying because y'all gonna sit here
Yes.
like y'all don't remember the song. Yeah.
Let's
She's
All right.
trying to
Oh,
go.
log
y'all too
back in.
grown. Y'all
She's
grown all of a
trying to
Nah,
log
sudden.
I
back
used to
in.
hum it. I didn't know all the
Yes,
words like that.
yes. Let's
Okay,
go.
you just
Right.
I
gonna.
think I'm
Yes,
back.
you are.
Hey,
It's
let's
Shar.
go. It's Shar.
Yeah, I had to make some moves, dude. My dogs were barking all out. Is the echo in here killing you guys though?
Not
No,
at
you're
all.
good,
Okay,
Shar. You're
perfect.
good.
Okay, so where was I?
So, Gatita, you want to go ahead and ask that last question you
So
asked?
basically, I was just asking for your insight on what the character development for Monique looked like once you got casted.
Got it. Okay, so initially, like, I would start to build a character off of just the breakdown that they would give us for the audition. Um, and it's always really vague, and you just gotta make up some stuff. And so that's how it always starts. And then it doesn't really fully, like develop and stuff until you get on set and you're getting feedback from the directors, producers, and the writers, and you guys just kind of build that character together. And I feel like that's, for the most part, what we did with Monique. But I just came in there giving her, what I initially took from that breakdown. I was like, this girl's got a little attitude, but she's loyal and she's, you know, a good person, but she don't play when it comes to her friends. Um, and I just took that and kind of ran with it.
Did you think that Good Burger will have the impact that it did?
Not at all. It is such a huge phenomenon, and the fanfare behind it is crazy. And I never thought in a million years that little kids today would still be, you know, walking up to me saying welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger, or even enjoying it. Like, I was like, this is some silly kids movie that we're about to make, we're just gonna have fun doing it. I had no idea that people would receive it the way that they did, and I love it.
Love that.
Yeah, Shar, Good Burger was amazing. And know they recently came out with Good Burger 2, right?
Mm.
Did they ever reach out to you to star in that one as well?
So I think what they wanted to do with that one is maybe keep the franchise going, with a bunch of new faces, so that they can keep it fun and silly and all these things. So they did reach out to me, and I did a cameo in it, um, which was really weird to me the way that we did it, but I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna participate in the project. I mean, the people that I've run into that love the movie, love Monique, I wasn't gonna let them down and not show up just because it wasn't the way that I thought it should have been me showing up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, sure.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this gaming thing that I heard you was into.
Man, I'm a hardcore gamer. I
What's your
can't.
favorite?
I'm hardcore about it. Like,
Are you
so
twitching?
okay, so there was this company. It was Microsoft, and then they poached this one kid who was like the biggest streaming gamer in the world named Ninja. He was on Twitch, but they poached him over to Mixer for some ridiculous contract, like $800 million for 10 years or something like that. And they just assumed, he's the biggest gamer in the world, so he's gonna bring his fan base. Yeah, they didn't come. They didn't come. So so
So
Wow.
have
so with
you
that, Mixer did they had to close down, and then everybody, all their partners went over to Twitch. And for me, this was all around like right before the pandemic, and I was streaming pretty hardcore, and I just needed a break. So I was like, I'll take a few months and then I'll go ahead and set up all my Twitch stuff and get over there.
Okay.
But I'm in no hurry.
Oh,
And
so you
I've just been
have
lazy. I've been lazy. I'm gonna be honest. I've been lazy.
Okay. Okay.
but so you said you're a streamer, so you have streamed like gameplay before, right?
Oh, yes,
Now,
ma'am.
have you ever been able to participate or have you thought about participating in any sort of esports events, maybe
Absolutely.
even on a panel?
I have before, and I definitely plan on in the future. See, the place that we normally would put all that stuff together was at E3, which is the gaming convention. And since the pandemic, we haven't had it. And so I've been a little disconnected from my gaming world.
Now, are you still
Oh my
streaming?
God.
Because the chat is asking for your Twitch channel.
Oh my God. No, I'm not right now, guys, but I'm about to start back. I'm working out a schedule now. And more than likely, my channel is some form of Sherlock Holmes. I can't remember exactly what it is now, and I don't have my uh, thing in front of me to look at it, but it's some form of Sherlock Holmes. And I promise, if you look that up and you see a little purple and pink detective with a pipe in her mouth, that's me.
I think that's so dope. So are you a nerd too? Are you into like anime and stuff like that too? Like Comic Con? Have you ever went
I'm
to
the
a Comic
biggest
Con
geek ever.
conventions?
I'm
Oh
a
my
proud
God,
nerd.
me too.
I'm a proud nerd. Always have been.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm so into Comic Con. My daughter and I actually just went to this little anime expo that took place.
So
Um,
cosplay.
Say again.
Cosplay?
What? Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite anime shows? Like any anime series that's your favorite, like older, newer, like what's your favorite?
I guess I'm on Jujutsu Kaisen right now. But I'm like old school too, so it's like Attack of Titans, like literally the old school stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff. But right now my daughter has me on Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's kind of taking over my life.
That's dope. Check out Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix. It's so dope. I think that you'll love it too.
I shall.
All right.
So I'm not gonna let you get away from the cosplay.
She's like, let's direct your geek real quick. Okay.
So who have you cosplayed?
I think my first cosplay ever was Storm. Yeah, that was my first one. And then I thought it was funny. So there's this one kid named Cal who is an Ed cosplayer, and he's like the world's most famous Ed cosplayer. And I was doing a Comic Con event one time, just sitting at my booth chilling or whatever. This kid comes over all excited because, I mean, if he's cosplaying Ed, he must love Good Burger. And so to meet Monique is huge for him. So he comes over and he tells me like how awesome this moment is. And he brings me a Good Burger shirt and a badge that says I'm Monique with the hat. And I was like, you're not going to give me this and I'm not going to put it on. Like, what? Psh, give me a second. So I go and put it on. And me and this kid walk around the LA Comic Con. That's the first one we ever walked around together. And like people are going crazy because they don't really realize it's me. But they're like, oh my God, you guys are spot on. You look just like him. Oh, that's so cool that you guys don't realize it's really me. So that was my most fun cosplay, is cosplaying as Monique, which I do a lot now.
So I have just a couple of questions from the chat. This question comes from Bang Marley. He says, "Was your character in Moesha the same as in the Parkers?"
Yes. Yes. Parker's is a spinoff of Moesha. So uh,
Okay. And whose idea was that? Was the second part?
for the
Well,
spinoff.
for your character to be the same character, I'm guessing.
Well, whenever it's a spinoff, they're always going.
Okay, then we have another question coming from Kobe. He wants to know who is your favorite, I guess, co-actress that you've worked with or actor.
Ooh, learned the most from and respect the most that I've worked with is Shirley Ralph.
Oh, I love her.
Oh yeah,
Oh
she's
man,
awesome.
she
She's
has to
awesome.
be the dopest person that you ever experienced.
Yeah,
So
she's a
tell me
beast.
one of her your best moments that you've taken from her.
Oh God. It's so many. You got me to think. It's like almost 30 years
Okay,
of.
so your most recent, most memorable one.
Okay,
Cause
so most recent
mm-hmm.
like monumental moment we had is her son Etienne turned 30. Okay, and had his 30th birthday, and she had a very very exclusive private little birthday party for him with 30 of the most influential people that she felt were in his life. And I was one of those people. And going to this little private event and being pointed out as one of the most important people or influential people in his life, it just blew my mind. Like I didn't even know that she looked at me like that, and they thought of me. Like, but it was just amazing to be there. And that to me, that's one of the most uh, memorable and most amazing moments that I've had with Shirley.
Absolutely amazing. And so let me ask you this. So how does that make you feel? Like I know that you have some children,
Hmm.
and are your children into acting or are they doing other things outside of that?
So again, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. My kids are primarily academics. Uh, at one point, my daughter Cassie did want to be in the industry, and she had a pop group at one point, and she did a little acting. But we went through some chaos that made her not want to really participate in all that kind of stuff anymore. So now she's just chilling, living her life working for Tesla as a robotics engineer.
And the laugh was so
She was like,
cute.
hold
Right.
on, not
Yes.
only
I
am
just
I
think it's
awesome, but so were my
it's so
kids.
funny,
Hello.
Yes,
that
yes.
is a male dominated field, dude, and not one to be their boss is so badass to me.
Oh, shout out to her. Didn't you have a music career? Weren't you in a
Yeah,
group or something at one
I was.
point?
Yes, I
Princess
was.
Diaries soundtrack. Like, come on, pop your
Yes.
stuff.
Oh my God. Yes. No, I was in a pop group called Impulse, and yeah, we were on the Princess Diaries soundtrack, dude. That's crazy. Then
Yo,
after that,
that's
I
my
got I
song.
got
Yo,
bored with music.
wait, you said Princess Diary? Listen,
Princess
I
Diaries
function
soundtrack.
with that movie heavy.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
do
So
not
there's
play
a
with me.
scene where
Reyes.
I think I don't know where she's going, but she's riding a bike going somewhere, and then there's this like really happy Disney-esque song
Yes,
called "The Journey" comes on. That's
it
my
was kind
group,
of
Impulse.
whimsical.
Yes, very. You just
Yes.
used my favorite word. Yes,
Listen, we
it
are
was very
vibing. I
whimsical.
see.
It was probably one of my most fun moments doing music, and then after that, I I just got bored, and so I broke up the group.
Wait, how long were you in the group for before you broke it up?
Bro.
I know. Well, I put it together and initially the way that it started is it was a joke. Like I had gone to a couple of like NSYNC concerts and stuff like that, Backstreet Boys concerts. And one day I came home to my sisters and I was like, yo, look, so check this out. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff and we're gonna do karaoke in the garage. And I literally bought like a whole setup that looked like somebody was for real performing. And so my sisters and my cousin and I would we would just start singing in the garage and it was a joke at first. And then as I started taking it more serious, I started firing my family members and replacing them with people who who really wanted to do it, you know. And so as I got more serious about it, I had to, like really be more serious about it and get people who want actually wanted to pursue something like that. And so my family members went from being on stage to whatever job they wanted.
Facts. Now, do you write or is it
Yeah, yeah.
what gets you in your creative bag?
I mean, I stay creative. Like I'm like my mind hurts sometimes because it's just so much going on. That's probably why I got into gaming, because it was something else to focus on and kind of funnel my thoughts. But like anything, like literally, I'm sitting in a room right now and it's quiet and I have like five show ideas in my head and like a jingle, even though jingles aren't a thing anymore. Like
Wait, can I hear it? Like
no,
what
no, I'm keeping it
no?
to myself right now. I got
Okay,
to work it out
okay.
first.
Okay, okay. Okay, so this is live from the chat, okay, Shar?
Okay.
All right, so live from the chat says, so be honest.
I don't know how to be
Was
anything but that, but let's go.
let's go. Um, was Monique hard to work with?
I didn't really have that much screen time with Monique, but every time I worked with her, there was never an issue. So I can't. I man, I wish I could speak on difficulties or things like that, but I never had it. I never experienced any of that. She was fun to work with me.
Okay, okay. This is live from the chat as well. It says, "What do you think about the quiet on the set, Doc?"
Okay, yeah. So somebody told me they mentioned me in that thing, and I was like, they never contacted me or whatever. I I think it's probably necessary. Uh, the industry has been a weird place for a really really long time, and I remember people used to tell me, "Oh my God, I want my kid to be in the business, and what should I do to put them in the business?" And I would 9 times out of 10 tell them, "Don't do it." Um, Even with my own kids, like when Cassie was younger, she wanted to act and all this other stuff, and I was like, "Well, if I can't be there 24/7, dude, it's not gonna happen." Um, we live in a messed up world, man, where there's predators everywhere, and unfortunately, they 9 times out of 10 they sit in a position of power and take advantage of people looking to advance in some sort of way in their life. And I think the fact that those kids came out on that, I didn't see the doc, so I can't speak on specifics,
Hmm.
but the fact that these kids came out and shared their experiences, which have been, hushed and silenced for so many years in Hollywood. I applaud them. I think they're badass for that. I can't watch that thing though, because I stuff like that will make me emotional, and I don't mean like emotional like I'm gonna cry, like emotional like I'll go find these people.
Right, right.
That's kind of
Nisi
crazy.
had to get that from somewhere.
Right, hello. That's kind of crazy, Shar. I wanted to ask this question. Shar, okay, so is there anybody, you don't have to name any names, is there anybody that was kind of hard for you to actually work with, or a story that you can kind of tell us where it was somebody was difficult to work with?
This is the thing, man. Like, I don't know if you guys have picked this up, but I'm so chill. It's hard to ruffle my feathers, and I really don't think I've had anybody that I like. It's definitely nobody that I thought, oh, I need to slap the shit out of them. I've never run into that. Now, did people have moments on set that may have slowed down production? Yeah, but I mean, I think things like that happen in every industry. So to like pinpoint somebody being difficult to work with, I personally have not had those experiences. I try to make my environment and everybody around me happy. Let's laugh. Let's get through this. Let's get our job done. I try to motivate them. So if there is like a sliver of some drama or chaos, I want to be the peacekeeper. Let's keep this moving. We burning money here. Let's go.
Thank you.
So we do have another question live from the chat, and then I don't know if you want this is a tough one, but I think the conversation is worth having if you're willing. It says from Sunshine, she would like to kind of see if you want to touch on the treatment of black actresses in the industry.
Oh, let's go. So me being a
Hello?
milk chocolate, heavily melanated uh actress, um, it was hard to get quality roles growing up. Um, for instance, I remember a lot of auditions I went on. And this is another reason why I don't think kids should necessarily be in the business, because the business used to be very, very brutal and very brutally honest in their opinion. And they would say some harsh things to kids. And if you don't have a strong foundation and a strong backbone, 9 times out of 10, you can't handle it. But I remember like auditioning for things where I didn't get the role. And it wasn't because I wasn't the best actress. It was because, oh, well, we don't think she's cute enough for this role, or we don't think that. And this was in a time when they truly believed that only fair skinned African Americans were pretty, and so they would get the girlfriend roles or the love interest roles, and then someone my complexion would get the best friend sidekick, um uh comic relief role, or the girl that wants to beat somebody up. And for the beginning of a lot of my career, if it came down to those kind of roles, I always got the one who had to fight, or wanted to fight, or was the best friend of the girlfriend or whatever. And so it was a real thing. I believe that it's gotten a lot better now, because I mean, I see things on television now that really make me proud. Um, and they do look at us now and go, "Oh my God!" Like, regardless of her complexion, she's like, we think she's gorgeous. It was a comic, like it was really roles where they would tell my agent, "Oh no, she killed it. She was the best, but we don't think that she's not cute enough to play that character." And then I would see who they would give it to and be like, okay, well, her acting is garbage, you know. When you do something, um, it, I don't know. It just, everybody assumes because they did watch you growing up, or they see you on TV, or they know your name, they know something about you. that they know you, and everybody approaches you that way. So um it just gets really weird, when you don't have, where everybody thinks you're supposed to be on all the time, if that makes sense.
No, it really does. My mom, she grew up kind of in the industry, and her thing to me is the best way she described it. She wanted me to have a childhood. She
Yeah,
just wanted to be
yeah,
a regular kid.
yeah.
You don't get that when you're in this particular
Not at all.
industry,
Not at
and
all.
you're always bound to a schedule to be here. Like, I just want to go to the school dance, but I guess I got to be on set at this
Exactly.
time.
Yeah, and I never got to do any of that stuff, and I'm not complaining because I love what I do, but I wanted my kids to have like normal kid experiences, you know, because to look back at it, like I never got to go to prom. Okay, it's not a big deal, but to my kids, prom was a huge thing. You know what I mean? And to go to, like you said, just the school dances, and to play the sports with the other kids and do all this normal kid stuff. I just wanted my kids to be able to do that. Um, and then I figured, once you're 18, do what you want, but enjoy being a kid, because when you are a child actor, you're not a kid. You are at work working with adults, so they expect you to behave like an adult.
You know what? That's very important because a lot of parents live vicariously through their kids and they don't take any of that into consideration. So the fact that you're even thinking like that because you've been through it, I think that's super dope.
Yeah, thank you. But it's
Have you
true.
ever thought
It's
about like been doing any action films?
Oh, baby, you don't even know what's coming.
Hold on now, because we might need the vibe now. And I grew up in the child acting. I did like Blade and different things, and I'm like, yo, we might need to connect because I'm back on that tip too. So if you're doing some actions,
Oh,
some
yes.
kicking, some flipping,
All of
any of
that.
that, yeah, holla
All
at
of
me.
that. All of that is happening now.
Oh, that's dope.
In
That's
this
dope.
in this new chapter, all of that is happening.
Look,
And I'm so excited about it.
it's the way you're laughing. It's just like it's so like just warming because you know where
Oh,
you're at in life. You got a lot of good stuff going. You didn't let any of that knock down your confidence. Well, did that do anything to your confidence?
I mean, not really. You know what it did do to my personality in general is it just made me not give a F about what people think.
That's a Fendi. I like her.
It just made me not care about what people think. And it's probably one of the most freeing ways to think and live and enjoy life. Um, you just don't, who cares? So yeah, no, I
The
didn't really mess with my self-esteem.
Well, the saying is true.
Yeah.
You got to go through it to get to it. And people don't
Exactly.
understand just how much that builds your character. So
Yeah.
now it's like nothing. Nobody can say or do anything to you at this point.
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
that's beautiful. As a strong black woman representing, I think that's so dope. So keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And wait, Shar, say you said nothing. Nothing, wait.
Nothing.
Yes.
That
Nothing.
ugly face and everything.
Okay.
Ugh, nothing.
Nothing can phase me.
So I have a quick question though. So I hear you talking about like the movies and your music and stuff, but like, do you do voiceovers? Like, have you done any animated series?
Dude, I love you guys right now because you are literally like checking everything that is going on in my life right now. This is the thing. I think, okay, I went through some crazy stuff that made me kind of be a recluse from the industry and just focus on family. My kids are all grown now. My youngest, Caleb, that dude is about to be 20 years old next month. That is insane to say, but damn, he's about to be 20. My kids told me, they said, "Mom, you did your job. Now it's time for you to return to what you're supposed to do." And and I would use them as an excuse not to go and do a bunch of stuff because oh, I can't. I have my kids, and so now I can't. I'm no longer allowed to say that. I gotta shut up and I got to get out there and do what I'm supposed to do. So I hit all of my representation. I told everybody just recently. I was like, all right, listen, my kids have kicked me out, and I have to and I have to work now. I have to do what I'm supposed to do. I ran into a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine actually, and they're in the industry as well, and I hadn't seen them in a few years. We ran into each other, and they told me, they said, dude, why do you look exactly the same? I was like, why do you look exactly the same? And I was like, I don't. And one of my friends goes, dude, God literally preserved you so that you can go finish doing what you're supposed to do. And I was like, damn, I think you're right. So, so literally right after that conversation, the conversation with my kids, I called my team and said, listen, guys, all right, let's go. Let's do it all. Whatever it is, let's do it. I'm down. I'm ready. I have no more excuses. Let's kick ass and take names. And I listed all the things that I want to do. I wrote it down and I verbally said it. And when I tell you, every single thing that I said and wrote down has been brought to me over the last 6 months.
Yes.
Every single thing.
Manifestation, girl.
Yes.
Yes,
So we
speak
back
on
on our
it.
manifestation journals again, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
So
Indeed.
I have a question for you,
Yes.
Shar. So I know that you were in Missy Elliott's One Woman Man
One
video.
minute, man. That's probably the sexiest outfit I ever wore in public.
So you have to tell us about it.
Okay. It was fun and hilarious all at the same time. I think when I did that video, I was 22, maybe. But everybody on the set thought I was like 16. So they had me in this like pleather bustier thing. Not even pleather. That thing was like rubber or something. Bustier with like these little booty shorts on and this little like tutu or whatever, right? Super high
Quit
booty.
acting like you didn't think you was cute in it.
Oh no, honey, let
Stop
me tell you,
it.
that was the moment I was like, okay, hold up, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. That was the moment I went in my head from cute to, oh girl, you might be fine. Hold
Okay.
up.
Hello.
I had a whole moment. It was amazing. And literally I blame that video. Like that video changed the way that I looked at myself from cute, because that's all I ever heard. Oh, sure, you're so cute. I mean, you're pretty, you're cute. To damn, that moment there, that changed it for me. But
Did you
anyway, we had
did you
so much fun filming that video, and I thought it was hilarious
did
because
you
all
keep
these
the
people thought I
outfit?
was a kid, so they were awkwardly trying to look away while they were filming the video. But I'm like, you're the director, you're gonna have to look this way, bruh. And don't worry, I'm 22. It was comforting because I've definitely been on sets where I've seen other activity, so to see these people, kind of recoil from it and go, oh my god, no, I don't know. That it was refreshing, but that video I had so much fun because I got to literally for the first time find my sexuality, sit in it, and and thrive, dude. It was so hot. I took that outfit home. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep this.
Hey, Miss Shar, this Pitbull. I had one question for you.
Wait, what's your name?
Pitbull.
Oh, okay. I thought
Did
you said Pit
somebody
Boy, and
mute
I was like,
me?
oh wow, it's like from Fallout. That's such a geek, dude. You see how my
Yo.
mind works?
No.
Such a geek. Go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
Yes, I just wanted to ask you, how did Moesha affect your life growing up playing that role? As we all know, you have more roles from that one role. So how did this one role affect your life?
Um, I mean, I think it's always a good thing once you become a series regular on a show, so people get familiar with you and you become somebody that they see and get used to in their house every week. It's a lot different now though, because there's like a million shows, a million networks, a million streaming things or whatever. So it's not as personal as it was back then, where we had like seven channels maybe, and if you were on one of those, then man, you were doing it. Because you're guaranteed to be in people's houses every week, and so I think if anything, Moesha just kind of solidified my place in Hollywood and in the hearts of different people. It let me definitely touch a bunch of different people as far as, if somebody's having a bad day, dude, you can watch something Niecy's gonna do and I guarantee she's gonna help you out of that. um and in this industry, just like I think almost anyone, jobs beget jobs. And so if you're on a series regular, then you can come in with a quota when you go to somewhere else to potentially work. So I think it helped a lot.
You know what, Shar, it's so funny when you say regular, right? And I know that they've been going through like the actor strike and things like that, and streaming services and how that can affect actors, right?
Yeah.
And I know Monique and Countess spoke on this, and actually Amanda Seals as well, how streaming service can also affect you guys' royalties.
Yeah.
So did the streaming service actually affect you in a way? Because now I'm seeing Moesha reruns like on Netflix and stuff like that. Do you guys still get some type of royalties for that show?
So when the streaming thing happened, our royalties became garbage. Like I literally got a stack of probably like 400 checks right now, and they're all like, uh, these are probably like it's 26 cents each, and I'm like, why did you even mail this ish to me? Like what? Seriously, but 400 of them, like literally every time those come, I just throw them in a corner because I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? Um, we went on strike last year to improve that because who can live off of that? When our shows were syndicated on network television, we got real checks that you can do something with. You can live off of that. When you're getting 400, 500, 600 checks that are for 27 cents or, 6 cents and things like that, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that other than like have a bonfire. Um, so the strike was definitely necessary. And I haven't necessarily seen the new batches of checks because it's always about 6 months out for us from when something airs and then they process a check to get to us. So I haven't seen what the new ones look like since the strike ended and what we accomplished, but I am eagerly waiting.
Hey Shar, my name is Jazz. So I
Hi,
just
Jen.
wanted so I just wanted to ask you, have you ever thought about writing a memoir since you kind of like dove into different things already? Like when's the book coming, girl?
You don't get out my head.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
literally a conversation I had with my manager yesterday. Um, I want to do it. I have to figure out the way to do it the way that I want to do
Right.
it because there are certain things in my life that people want to um, make my life about
Right.
and act like my life started when certain things happened. And I had a whole career before certain things happened and a whole career after. So I have to find a place that is willing to work with me on the right stuff, the stuff that matters, the real meat of my life. Um, and once I find somebody who will veto the BS, yeah,
Right.
uh, then then I'll definitely.
Well, I think that everyone would absolutely be looking forward to that because I think you're just a really dope soul and I can't believe I got to talk to you. I'm sorry.
This is Rosetta again. Do you have any behind the scenes stories that you could share with us while working at Good Burger? Did y'all hear me?
I don't see her on
Yeah, we heard you.
stage. I think she might have went out, Rosetta.
Oh, she's on stage. I see her.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Shar, you there?
She might have
Not
muted yourself.
robotic.
Yeah, there
There
you
you go.
go.
There you go.
Up you muted again.
There she goes.
Dude, I think we're having like a little windstorm, and so it's messing up our internet.
So I think the question was, any stories behind the scenes from Good Burger?
She back on mute. There you go.
And she said her Wi-Fi is something going on.
Did you hear what I said?
No, we didn't hear anything. We want to know. Oh, shit, y'all. Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take you?
Well, yes, until then, y'all, welcome to Good Burger. Can we take your order? It is the ladies' takeover tonight with Whack 100. We have an exclusive with Shar Jackson, y'all. Much love to the Queen R&B. Salute to all the mods on stage. Everyone in the goo, y'all know we doing what we do. Man, let's run this chat up. Where y'all at? What's up, y'all? We in Good Burger with an exclusive with Shar Jackson.
Hey, S on the phone. It might work better.
You know what's funny? Dre's and Shar actually remind me of each other. They're so funny, like, just the way that they
Who was
think and
that
how.
talk?
Yes, it is. My sinuses is messing up.
Okay, I had to restart the internet.
In this 64 Chevy, I'm going to hit these switches.
I
All right?
cannot.
All right, like Game and Keisha Cole in that video. You remember which one I'm talking about? So we gonna take a ride down these back streets, and we want to know some of those things that might occur that was funny, serious, or very secretive, but you can talk about it while on this set of
Hilarious.
Good Burger. That's what we want to know. So I win this Chevy. Don't make me hit this switch. All right, holla at us. All
No,
right.
seriously, Good Burger was so chill, dude. Like, it was a bunch of kids just doing the stupidest movie ever, but having the time of their lives. We laughed. We worked 16-hour days, but laughed like insane people the entire time. Even when we got delirious and tired, all we would do is laugh. Like, I that was literally the best job I ever had. We had so much fun on that show. And I wish I could be like, oh, there was drama on the Good Burger set, but it was nothing. It literally, we had so much fun. I went back to Moesha and told them, I was like, dude, I just did the best job ever.
Short, was any of the laughs, we don't have to say any names in particular, was any of the laughs possibly driven by like happy things like mushrooms?
No,
Oh, okay.
not at all. Nope. There were things like that on other sets, but not on Good Burger.
Moesha, you like those Moesha people?
Yes.
I can't stand a couple of them people from Moesha.
Who can't you stand?
I don't like none of them goddamn, what's them people, them stuck up snobbish people. What's their last name? Sean?
You tell me. Who you talking about?
What's their last name, Sean? Them stuck up snobbish people. I would never work with any of them personally.
See, I
Okay?
don't know. Listen, this is the thing. Let me tell you about me. Maybe I give off the vibe that I don't I don't really deal with people like that. Or if you come at me like that, it might be a different kind of ending. So I never had those problems.
How about that little asshole Ray J?
Oh,
I don't really like that guy. Tried
I'm sorry. What did you do to
I
you?
tried to do business with him a time or two, a few years back. What about it? Was Ray J an asshole?
He wasn't an asshole to me. He was
No?
flaky.
When the last time you talked to that little guy?
Probably about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
But I spoke to Marcus recently, who speaks to him all the time.
He's now that one. Now listen, Ray J, my little brother. I'm just trolling. Now
I can't.
Marcus and I, me and Ray J been doing business 20 years. Me, Ray, Sonia, I talk to him every day. But
Yes.
Marcus is an asshole. He's
Stop it.
he is. He's like a little gnat.
See, we got different experiences. Because he's not like that with me. I also did take off my belt and told him I'd whoop him once when we
See?
were on Moesha when he was a kid. So maybe that's why, again, I don't get those problems.
Last time I seen him, he was filming something called like Bomb Pizza. You know what? He just got deboed by the Zeus security. Ray J was a little mad about it.
Wait, what happened?
Zeus Lemmy, his security deboed the shit out of Marcus.
Well, that's foul. What was the reason?
Lemmy was power tripping. That's why Ray J started tripping. A lot of people don't know that's why Ray J really going that limit right now. It's because of that. He feels like, come on, dude, we didn't protect you all these years, and now you in a great position. You want to do this to, Ray J and Marcus, they like friends.
Yeah,
So that's what that was.
that's crazy.
You got any? What's up next? You got any TV land? What you doing? What's up next?
I got a bunch of things. I just found out that yesterday that I'm about to do a movie with one of my idols, one of my acting idols, which I'm super excited about. I can't dive into it right this second, but uh it's a comedy, it's a movie, and it's based in a prison. I don't know how that's going to be funny, but whatever. The people that are in it are phenomenal, and I can't wait till I can talk about it because it's going to be so badass. Outside of that, I'm about to start voicing an animated character for both an animated series and her video game. Um, Her name is Sherlock Holmes. Um, she has a comic book that drops at the end of this month, and she's a geek. She's a detective in the video game world, and it's based off of a character that I created, and that my daughter Corey, she did the concept art for it.
Okay, I might be low, but I'm beyond excited because I love a good Sherlock Holmes. I've been watching the Sherlock Holmes, I believe, in Korean. No, the Japanese. No, Japanese. It's amazing. But the fact that you're doing that with some Sherlock Holmes twist, I love it because it gives me a little flair of Harriet the Spy, too. Not gonna hold you.
Yes, yes, but this is a little brown girl who is a genius who literally just becomes a detective, and she solves all the crimes in the video game land. It's going
That's
to be
gonna be
so
so
exciting. It's
cool.
literally something my daughter and I came up with, and I can't wait.
No, I think that's dope because it's something for you and your daughter to do together so that now we know, like, hey, this is something that parents can sit down with their kids. It's something, because a lot of these video games, I think sometimes it's just kind of like geared towards the kids and
Right.
parents aren't that involved. But I think the fact that you sat down with your daughter, came up with this, and other parents who are in a cosplay and gaming and stuff, they can be involved as well. So I love that it's a duality to it.
Yes. And it's a lot of like, just brain play. So a lot of brain stimulation, a lot of things to just get you thinking. And I think a lot of video games don't have that anymore. It's just like just press a button and shoot somebody, and granted, I'll do that too cuz Fallout is one of my favorite games. So, yes, I do that, but why not expand our minds and problem solve uh and detect, you know? And so that's kind of what we're doing with this, and I'm super proud of it.
Well, not everybody went on their Sherlock Holmes trip. Hello? Listen, this is just Shar. She is cool as a fan. If y'all got some questions, let's go. Because I know some of y'all asking in the chat, but some of y'all come on mic and ask us
Absolutely.
questions. Go ahead.
Let's go. Shar, we appreciate you. Pitbull, do you have a question? Or did he ask it?
No, I had asked my question already, but I'll ask another one.
Okay.
How was it working with Keenan and Kel doing Good Burger? Then how was it, when you found out he had a crush on you
Wait, who had a crush on me?
when you played in Good Burger?
Oh, the
Yes,
character.
ma'am.
The
The
character had a
character,
crush
the
on me.
character.
Oh, okay. You see, you gotta be clear. I'm oblivious to things. I was like, wait a minute, what? Huh? Oh my God, they're my brothers. Uh, I don't. You know what? We literally had. I cannot say this enough. We had so much fun. Those two together are brilliant. Um, and to see two young comedians feed off of each other the way that they do, you could sit there and watch that for hours. Um, I loved it, and they were amazing, and I still talk to them a lot. Um, and yeah, when I already knew that one of them was gonna like me because it was in the breakdown or the script that I saw when I auditioned. So that wasn't a shocker. Like we knew that was coming up, um, but yeah, no, he had a blast.
That's dope. Okay, Shar. Going back to the Sherlock Holmes and Harriet the Spy, and it's so funny that Dre's wrote in the chat that she's a fan. I love Harriet the Spy down, and her what is tomato sandwiches was now speaking on animation, right? Do you think, right, that you could do like a superhero character or something like that? Like, wanted to ask, like, are you a X-Men fan? Have you watched X-Men 97? Are you a Storm fan? So I wanted to know that too.
I'm a huge X-Men fan. I'm a huge just Marvel fan altogether. You should have seen how I was fighting with the creators of Deadpool to just be like, just make up a character for me. Um,
Right.
I didn't work for three, but who knows in the future. Um, but yeah, I
You're gonna be doing
definitely.
voice characters, right? So
Yes, yes. And I am doing something that is very action packed because I did tell my team that I wanted to be a superhero in some capacity, and I think they came up with something that is sexy, gonna utilize my martial arts skills, and and just let me be badass, man, because I don't think I've had the chance to do that on camera yet.
Are you going to be utilizing your rapping skills as well?
Stop it. Um, no, not that I know of. But I'll put the word out there and see if anybody bites.
Yes and no.
So Nadi just mentioned something real quick, and it actually made me curious. Have you ever thought about being a voice actor for a show or video game? And if
Absolutely.
so, like, kind of what area or direction would you like to go with that?
Um, just video games. Period. I just like because I'm such a huge fan. That's probably the main reason that I used to go to E3 is so that I could meet the developers and be like, yeah, so you guys know if you ever need a voice, like holler at your girl. um, but it so I don't really even care. Like, just let me voice any of these fools because you get to go to a whole different place when you don't have to physically embody anything, but you could just voice it. Um, at that point, I can use like accents and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I can't wait to do that. Um, but I definitely because I'm addicted to um, like the Oblivion, Elder Scrolls series or the why is my dog on crack? Sparta, shut up.
He doing his
Wait, I'm
job.
sorry. What is
He's
your
doing
dog's
his
name?
job.
His name is Sparta, dude. I'm
I
about to start an
love it.
Instagram page for him called "This Is
This
Sparta."
Wait,
is
what kind of
That's
dog is
dope.
he?
He's
Sparta.
a multi poo, dude. He's a pain in the ass.
I have a Morkie.
Dre's, this is
Oh,
your
Yeah, he's a
twin.
multi poo.
I love it. I'm sorry.
He has this little body and these super long poodle legs. It's the funniest thing ever. And he sleeps in a kickstand. It's
Yo,
crazy.
mine sleeps on his back
Um,
with his feet in the air like he's
in the
passed
air, right?
out.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
This
It's crazy, but
man.
yeah. So he's Sparta. Um, but yeah, so Fallout right now is like literally my most favorite game series ever, and I would do anything almost to voice a character in that franchise. So anything in that kind of realm.
Do you play any handhelds?
Do I play what, baby?
Do you play any like handheld games? Do you play like Nintendo Switch? Do you play any handheld?
Absolutely, absolutely. My daughter has uh what do we play on our switches? Okay, when I'm on my Switch, so I play games like Zelda. I play like The Sims because I'm like an OG Sims person, like from day one when it was just on the computer and not cute at all. Um, but I play that on my handheld. I play what do we got? Like I think of like Gods of War on one of my handhelds. But yeah, I'm constantly like I'm on my tablet right now talking to you guys, and the only reason I have this tablet is so that I can game.
I was gonna
Gaming
say, what's
tablet.
your
That is
Yeah.
so
favorite
dope.
gaming
Make sure you
system?
get you some Mario Kart and Super
Oh,
Smash Bros.
110%. 100. We have Mario Kart tournaments with my
Oh,
family.
really? That's so dope. That's
Oh
so
So
yeah.
I
dope.
had a quick question. What's your favorite gaming system then?
I'm Team Xbox. Yep, Team Xbox.
Dreams, why you get quiet? You play
Team Xbox. Well, I have one messy question.
Go ahead.
Just one.
I
Who is
like to
your
clean up mess.
who is your celebrity crush growing up in your acting career?
Oh God. Okay, it changed a lot. When I was younger, it was Timok, aka the Last Dragon. Um, it was him for a really, really long time, and then I fell in love with Robert Downey Jr. and I still haven't gotten over that yet.
Okay, okay, okay,
So it's kind of a stretch. It was the Last Dragon to Iron Man.
okay.
Well, they say they're bringing the Avengers back for sure. You know, Marvel's on the game plan and they're bringing all of these shows into fruition. So, do you think that you will reach out and try to get on something when it comes to like Marvel and the new characters that's happening right now?
Absolutely, I'm a Disney head, so if I could work in the Marvel universe, like that would be a double dream come true.
I can actually see you being like an agent or something. You know what? I watch this all the time. Like looking at your character, just hearing your personality, and I think it's so dope because it's kind of like watching you, growing up with you, and then like now learning you even a little bit more on stage now, asking questions. I could see you doing like an episode or in the series like Agents of Shield or
Yes,
being a shield agent or a government agent or something in that realm. I know Angela Bassett have did like 911 and she's been all in all of these kind of like agent kind of like movies. I can see you doing something like Amanda Waller or something like that. I think that would be real dope for you.
I can see it too. You and I can see the same thing. There's this show that's out right now that I think I would fit in incredibly on, and it's called The Boys. It's a like dark
Love that
comedy.
show.
I love it. Me
Man, come on.
too.
I want it, man. It like that right now would be the dream job.
Did you ever see Invincible?
Absolutely.
Oh
Yes.
my God, it's like the
I
same
don't
thing and
want
it's so
part of
dope.
a universe. If I'm a dive into the universe, I'm diving into the whole universe.
Right. You're so dope. I love her.
So, one last question
Yes.
before we
Well, I
let you
have one
go.
too, Av. Just
So,
one, just one.
okay, all
So she
right.
said
So,
no with the baby.
Two
okay,
more.
two more, two more. Celebrity rap star on MTV.
It was unreal because I am again a nerd, a geek, dude. I listen to things like growing up. I listened to like Oingo Boingo and Duran Duran and you know. Uh,
What do you know about Duran Duran?
come on, don't play with me.
Listen, I'm Depeche Mode. Listen, I'm Depeche Mode, and we can take it to
All that,
Tears for
yes, come
Fears.
on now, REM,
Let's
all that.
talk about it.
So that was kind of what I leaned to, and then my favorite genre of music is classical. So I didn't listen to a whole lot of rap. Like, yeah, I heard the stuff that was on the radio, whatever, but I because I'm an academic, I would listen to classical music and study and things like that. Um, so a lot of rap wasn't necessarily in my forte. However, when I did that show, I had my best friend by my side, Yvette Wilson, who plays Andel on Moesha, and she was with me as my coach off camera, um, and my hype man, because I remember we would talk about it after every episode where I'd be like, dude, this is so not even me. I'm like a surfing mom from Orange County, man, that listens to classical music. And she was like, F that, you a thug, so you about to do this, and so she convinced me in my head that I was a rapper, and then I convinced myself that I was a rapper. I became a rapper and won the show, which still shocked me, but but I knew I was gonna win because I said I was
Yes.
gonna win. But no, it was so amazing, and and it was a shocker almost because I thought Kendra had it, dude. Like, she had all those Playboy fans and stuff like that who really supported her and the show that she was on at the time. So I didn't know, but then when they said my name, dude, oh, it was the best feeling ever.
Yes.
I did kind of murk that show though.
You absolutely did.
I kind of did.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yo, the fact she said Merc just said a lot to me, yo.
So my question was, I heard you say that you, with your martial arts background and me being a martial artist and knowing that there's not a lot of females and not only females, black females in
Yes.
martial arts, I just want to know what is your martial arts background?
Well, I've been studying since I could walk, pretty much. I think technically since 3. So I have one, two, three, four, five um, fourth degree black belts, and then a bunch of other training that I didn't necessarily get belts with because I just trained with the experts, and not in a class setting. So that's something I've been doing my whole life.
Okay, so when you say fourth degree black belts, like I'm a
Fourth,
fifth degree black belt in Shotokan, Kempo, and Taekwondo. What are your
get it,
actual styles?
get it. Okay, so kung fu, jujitsu, kempo, um, taekwondo. Did I say taekwondo already
Nope,
before
nope.
that? No, right? Um, jujitsu, judo. But I've also trained in just all mixed martial arts. Not in classes, but with just private trainers. Um, but yeah, the ones that I listed are my fourth degrees.
Okay, okay. Well, shout out to you. Like I said, it's not a lot of us, and yeah, we got to get together
No,
and do
we
a
got to
fight
keep in
scene,
touch. You and
girl.
I have to keep in touch.
I already hit you on Instagram, so just
Beautiful, beautiful.
thanks for pulling up and thanks for representing us well.
Yes, anytime,
Okay,
babe.
now
Anytime.
Shar, this is Dress. Now I'm gonna throw you a curveball question,
Go
and
ahead.
I know you're into a lot of things, but this has been a big topic, and I gotta know,
Okay.
who do you think won, Kendrick or Drake?
Oh snap. Ugh. Well, I think Kendrick kind of he came so hard, dude. Like he definitely like one of his diss tracks. I just sat there with my mouth open and I was like, oh my, I just feel bad for everybody involved. So I'm gonna have to give it to Kendrick.
I wasn't expecting you to say Kendrick. I definitely thought you was gonna
Kendrick.
go Drake. I thought you was just gonna go Drake because he just so melodic. He'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, girl."
He
Sitting
is
on his
very melodic,
balcony.
and I think he's
Yes.
a beast. I think he's a beast, but when you want to talk like subject matter, I
Oh, okay. So
was
you're
like,
here for
Jesus,
the layered bars.
yes.
Okay, okay. I feel you on that.
And they just kept coming like jabs in a boxing match. I was like, gee, this boy ain't gonna get
Okay, they not like us.
up. it was cold blooded.
Listen, Miss Shar Jackson, we appreciate you coming through to the 100 side, the only side on Clubhouse. Don't gonna keep you rocking, gonna keep you rolling.
All right.
Much love to the Queen R&B, Whack 100, all the mods on stage. Yo, Pitbull, Dreas, TG3 Tink, Chosen Goddess SS, Andrea, 2Ps, Rosetta, Ebony, Mikey, the one, the only Miss Shar Jackson, y'all. She slid through for us. Naughty, Ray Give TV, Gatita. Y'all, salute to everyone else on stage. Man, we appreciate y'all. Do we have any more questions, y'all?
Shout outs to her. I love her. I think she's amazing. I didn't know that she was a nerd. Like I'm really over here stuck. I know Dre's is over there like going crazy too because it's just amazing where you don't know certain stuff, and then when you have an interview you find out so much more about an individual. So just to hear her going to Comic-Con dressing up in cosplay, she's a gamer, like
Agree.
yes, like martial art, like Ebony, like she related with Ebony. It's like relativity that is kind of like wow. I'm just at it all, to be honest. This was great. Shout out to the ladies of the
And
Once
don't
Club.
Yes.
forget, y'all,
Yeah.
we are here 24 hours. We do have room, Shar, in case you're up and you just staring at that wall on your sofa, not knowing what to do. You can go in and click on that
Dress.
Clubhouse. Click on this 100 side. You follow any of the mods with the green bean or anybody you resonated with. And if you see us in a room, listen, we are up, okay? We are here 24 hours from the morning to the late nights.
Well, I am a gamer, so I don't sleep. So
Say less. We here.
Slide through, Shar.
Shar, thank you for coming to Good Burger. We appreciate you.
no worries, guys. Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
You're
Last question.
welcome.
They wanted to know good burger or Mondo burger. That's just the last one.
Good
The chat
burger.
one.
Come on now.
We already
Come
know.
on.
Hey, Shar, I just followed you. This is Pitbull. I'm top left, way at the top to your left.
Awesome, baby. I'll follow you back. I don't know how to
Yes,
work this
ma'am.
thing yet,
I
but
followed you too, Shar. This nerd.
You
got
know,
you.